Hey, this is Plan B and you're watching Billboard.com. There's been a lot of people that have inspired me. In terms of musical genre, I like that to be pure. So with this soul album, I didn't listen to one soul record. I didn't base my record on one artist. I just made a record interpreting soul music for what I thought soul music was. But I also wanted it to be modern, and I also wanted to include my other influences, which were hip hop. And I think, Eminem was someone who showed the whole world that it didn't matter what color you was, you could rap, and you didn't have to rap about, gangster shit. You didn't have to rap about selling crack or pimping hoes. You could just rap about everyday, mundane stuff, and you can make it interesting. And I think the way that he told stories and the way he used his alter ego definitely influenced me. There's so much stuff out there on rotation, on the radios and on TV, where artists make themselves out to be superstars, as in they're not human and they're not normal to everybody else, they're special. And I think what people need to be aware of is it's just because someone like me becomes successful through making music doesn't mean that I'm special. It means that I was lucky enough to be gifted with the talent that I have, so that if I worked hard enough, I could one day have a shot at being successful. And my album, Strickland Banks, is a kind of similar. It's about a character who, through being successful, thinks he's better than everybody else, and he finds out he's not. He gets built up by the media and then torn down. He gets accused of a crime that he hasn't committed and sent to jail. Through shitting on people and then find himself in prison where people are now shitting on him, he realizes the error of his ways and the way he was treating people. He realizes that really he's the one who's responsible for the position he finds himself in. I think my album, bottom line, is about the ugly side of fame. The problem with fame is when you become famous, you have a whole gang of people around you telling you that you're right and saying yes to you. And it must be really hard to keep a grip on reality. And so with this album, I just wanted to expose fame for what it is, which is a lie. Fame is a lie. And the people that are famous and successful, they're no different from everybody else. It's just that they've got a lot of money around them, and they're being made to look as though they're better and more special than everybody else. I think in the future, the other influences, like the fact that I love reggae music and I love punk music, I think that's going to be evident in my future work. I think that I feel like I'm like a film director, and all the music I do, I want it to have a story attached to it. And therefore, as a filmmaker, you wouldn't want to make the same film twice, and I don't ever want to make the same album twice.